We have another story. Imagine being an artist, hiring an agency for some help, and they went and used AI without your knowledge. That would suck. So here we have a post posted by Instagram user Tyler Thrasher Art. So for some extra context, because I think it's necessary to the rest of it, this is Tyler Thrasher Art. They have over 500,000 followers on Instagram. They're an artist, citizen scientist, author, plant person, activism. They do a lot of plant work art, nature art, etc. So just kind of an example, right? They do a lot of glowing flower art. Look how gorgeous this is. Wow. So absolutely talented. This is extremely, extremely creative. Some other examples of the nature artwork they do. So Tyler posted this August 27th, writing, I feel like I need to address something. Late last year, I hired an ad agency for a big holiday push. It went very well, and it was really cool seeing our content and flora make its way in front of new eyes. It went so well, the agency convinced me to sign a 6-month contract. Shortly after signing the contract, the company was sold and I was locked in. The quality of my ads and promotions drastically tanked. This is so sad too, because they did a run with the agency, it went really well, they enjoyed it, and then the agency got sold, but now they're stuck in this contract. Without much consideration or communication, my content was automated with AI generators. The voiceovers were AI, the descriptions were AI generated, and often misrepresented my work. It was a bit of a hassle behind the scenes. A lot of back and forth asking the agency to stay on track with our brand and aesthetics, such as oversaturating our colors and videos. I spent more time game planning how to course correct the ads than I actually did making new content. I would get feedback from my customers and fans every now and then, and there was nothing I could really do, as I signed a contract beforehand. As one of my supporters put it, quote, this could be brand damaging, end quote, and it definitely felt like that. Which, yeah, right? Like as an artist, etc., a lot of people are a bit unwilling or a bit hesitant to support an artist if they see Gen AI affiliations. And this is a case where it wasn't even Tyler who did it, it was the agency who was doing it without their control. When I paid that invoice, I was under the impression that more care and consideration would be put into the things promoting my brand and products. There were times I would ask the agency to either stop running an ad or remind them that they were promoting a product that we didn't actually have. This was all money that was being spent, and none of it was really ran past me first. I would get online, see a horrible ad promoting my products, have a small panic attack, and politely ask the agency to change things. My breaking point was when I logged onto Facebook and saw the most horrifying thing. So here's an ad that Tyler saw. Glowing Plants by Tyler Thrasher. And it's an AI generated image of a glowing bouquet with a random turtle in it. Shop unique gifts now. Here's another one. Glowing Plants by Tyler Thrasher. Shop unique gifts now. Another AI generated image. Tyler continues, without consulting me, the ad agency decided to take our content and run it through Meta's AI image generator. We have hundreds of stunning images and clips we had given the ad agency to use for my work, and they figured this was a solid move. I got dozens of confused messages regarding these images. Coming from an artist, it was pretty horrifying. They didn't even convey the product, and there was even a tiny turtle nestled in the AI bouquets. It made no sense, and when I addressed this, their response was, quote, we just wanted to test it out, end quote. Talk about brand damaging. If you saw any of my promotions the past couple of months that seemed off-brand and strange, that is why. They ran so many ads, and bad ones at that I couldn't really keep up. I only saw the ones people shared with me. About halfway through, my team and I realized we need to push through the contract and move on while doing our best to provide on-brand content. This isn't really an apology, but more so a what the F with you guys. When I signed that contract before the company was sold, I felt like I was part of a deal. It felt pretty wrong. Had I known the company was going to be sold, I wouldn't have signed a 180-day contract to be experimented with. And that's the sad part, right? Because like the contract was sold, Tyler and the deal was essentially sold with the company. And without any knowledge or knowing, the company was acquired by somebody else that suddenly changed everything. And Tyler, and I'm sure other people under the company as well, didn't know and likely didn't consent to that, right? And Tyler captions it, something I need to get off my chest now that I'm out of the contract. Also, I won't name the agency. The people who work for the company were sweet. It was not ill-intentioned, just a lot of things I think non-creative companies wouldn't really mind or know to care about. Yeah, a lot of people are pushing back, saying that while they might seem sweet, it's still helpful to name the agency so other people don't get scammed. Other commenters are adding, I'm really glad you addressed this. I wasn't gonna stop following along, but I definitely winced when I first heard the AI voice thing on an ad. I was like, no. Another commenter, Becca, adds, No AI clauses need to be a thing. It's insane that bad players in creative industries like marketing and design are ruining the industry by trying to automate the creative process. It's insulting to creative companies or any company to try to promote them using AI generated content. Tyler, those of us who have been following your work know your integrity. It's transparency in moments like this that let us trust you, your work, and your intentions. Hope y'all find a marketing company that aligns with your values of human creativity. Ooh, what's my opinion on dropping these company names? I do think it's 50-50 because on one hand, I do think it's important that other people know about an experience like this because it's a public review, right? So like any other review, the name of the restaurant you're reviewing should be known if especially if it's something crucial like this, where, hey, by the way, like this agency uses Gen AI. So if you do sign with them, that's just something to be aware of. On the other hand, I can also understand why the name isn't dropped because in Tyler's case, right, the people they worked with seem to be good people, according to Tyler, and that it could be a fear of backlash or hate sent towards the agency. I personally think it is helpful to like let people know this is at least my experience with them. My experience, right? You can't speak generally for other things or other people, but there are definitely people on the internet who will, for no reason out of nowhere, be extremely rude and send hate messages and stuff like that. So I can see both sides of the coin for this one. The company should have allowed them to back out of the contract when they were sold or at least review with new owners. Yeah. My other thing is like, I don't know how it's legal that they can sell the contract, but I suppose if there isn't a clause in the contract to protect them, then it's possible. So Tyler has a reel about this as well. And the caption says, when you hire an ad agency for your glowing flower business. And it says what they should have used, whole bunch of video clips, beautiful, of Tyler's glowing flowers, right? Look at these bouquets. They're so pretty. Wow. Wow, look at all this footage. And it says what they did use. And look at this AI generated image, right? Shop unique gifts now. And there's an AI bouquet. Another AI image with a random turtle in here for some reason. Look at the turtle. Oh boy. Look, it's got like 7 toes on one foot, and then this foot has no toes at all, and it's like decapitated. Also, why are there turtles in the first place? Like, where did the turtles come from? Wait, here's another turtle. This one has 3 limbs, and Tyler just looks really frustrated. Yeah, I just feel really bad for Tyler at the end of the day, you know, like as an artist, it just sucks because it clearly seemed like they were really frustrated with what was going on. The fact their contract was sold, and now the work that they received where they previously had a really good experience with this ad agency, now their experience like went way downhill because the agency was doing something completely against Tyler's wishes. Probably the AI thought it was a flower. Yeah, the AI most definitely thought the turtle was a flower, and that's why it probably thought one of the legs was like a flower petal or something. And then as a result, blended it into the flower bouquet. That's probably what happened. So what are your thoughts about this ad agency situation at the end of the day? I feel really bad for Tyler, and I'll have him linked down below if you would love to check out his glowing artwork. It's beautiful because imagine working with an agency, having a great experience, then having your contract sold to somebody else that absolutely butchered it. That sucks. So anyways, if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy. I have digital art there for streamers like overlays, emotes, and stuff. I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. Hope to catch you guys there or in another one of my videos. Thank you.